Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. And the way that I do my readings, I've always done them this way. I just tune into my higher intuitive self, get the answers that we need, and I don't use any spirit guides. I do, however, channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel at the end of this reading to provide you with some advice according to what the cards are saying. Pisces, it's a difficult situation. Very dark cards. Some of these cards are quite dark. The feelings. This is not necessarily you. This is the other person, but it could be you because of the intensity of these cards. Actually, yeah, it could be you because you have here the past life card, which I call mystery. So some of you might have been in an actual relationship with this person. This could be a situationship. It was a very difficult one. Adjusting to another person's personality and their way of thinking. Things are, and they have been quite different between the both of you. So this could also be somebody that you simply had an energetic connection with. It could be that you really don't have an actual relationship, but if everything else is just turned off and just the energy is there, you can actually feel this person's energy, that you've had an entire relationship with them, even if it's just through the gestures of the eyes. Sometimes people do have that. They literally have relationships through the eyes. You can feel the romance. You know it's there. You can feel the heartbreak when someone ignores you. And there's somebody here in this connection. And the key word is, I'm getting the word misuse, advantage. Yeah. All right. First card, the strongest, we have here grief, followed by mystery. Then we have embracing the shadow, awakening, boundaries, sensuality, victim, hearth and home. And then we have inspiration under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, what has happened between the both of us at this point in time has me heartbroken. It is difficult for me to not feel guilt and pain, remorse and regret. I do feel all of this. And it is very intense. The things that I said, the things that I've done, they were not right. And the things that I should have said and should have done, but I just never did, that was not right either. The reason why it hurts so much right now, why there's so much sadness and melancholy in my heart, it's because I believe that this relationship that we have, this connection, is beyond normal. It's beyond just emotional and physical. I in fact feel that it is very spiritual. I can feel that we have some type of strange spiritual bond, where I can hear you in my thoughts, feel you, sense you sometimes. And I question the universe. I question my fate, my destiny. Why is it that Pisces is in my life right now? Why not before? Why not years ago? And now, why not far into the future? Are we meant to be together? And why is it that I have this familiar feeling as though you are literally like family, you're like home. You're my home. I have this strange bond. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel as if I know you. And that is how comfortable I feel. And the problem is, this is why I'm grieving. I'm not happy with what has happened. I put you in a very awkward situation. You have seen that side of me that is very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive even. That side of me that is very dark. And there's a part of me that wants you to understand who I am and embrace that shadow side of me. Though it is dark, it is still a part of who I am. And I know because of this right now, the environment is very uncomfortable. And the situation between us is very awkward. I've had this awakening moment, this aha moment, this realization, where I'm starting to see things through your perspective. And I've realized now that for me and for your best interest, the only thing I can possibly do is put up my boundaries. I don't want to hurt you any further. I don't want to get involved any further where it might hurt me. Yes, there's a lot of awkwardness and a lot of feelings of being just simply uncomfortable. But it's occurred to me that if I was in your shoes, when I see things now through your perspective, I realize that because there's a lack of understanding, because there's a lack of growth right now in this connection, it's best for me to take some time out. And that's why I've put up boundaries. I do feel that you are extremely sensual. There's so much about you that is very beautiful, sexy, seductive. It's hard for me not to think about you in that way. And this is also why I've put up my boundaries. I put up my boundaries to a person who I feel is just absolutely gorgeous, so alluring, so tempting. I put up my boundaries because of the way I treated you. There was a lot of physical attraction, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of lust. In this relationship, you may feel as though I made you the victim. The victim. That I victimized you. That I've overindulged, taken advantage of you, misused you in many ways, sexually and psychologically manipulated you, overindulging in getting what I want. Did I take you for granted? At the time I did. I did take you for granted. I didn't really think anything beyond the physical. But now that's changed. Now I still feel that you are my hearth and home. wherever you are. That is where my home is. You feel to me as though you're like family, and I feel like I can confide in you, talk to you about things, and not fear that you're going to judge me. Overall, seeing you and being with you in my life, most of the time my world feels black and white. But with you, it's as if everything is just in color. The colors are rich and vibrant. Everything tastes better, sounds better, smells better, feels better. You have a way of making me a better person and making me see the brighter side of life. You inspire me. But for now, my feelings are very distant. I feel grief. There's awkwardness, and I've put up boundaries. Because I have overindulged and even taken advantage of you. All right, Pisces. Quite intense. You have 4 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I look at the cards in this way too, especially when they come out. Right on top we have grief, and then we have boundaries. Because this person is grieving, they want to put up boundaries because they're grieving so much. They don't want to deal with it. Out of sight, out of mind. Also, we have the victim card, and we have embracing the shadow, which is my awkwardness card, feeling very awkward. Because of somebody turning into someone as a victim, victimization, the situation is extremely awkward now. So that's how that also works. For some of you, you might want to have a look at why this connection is so damn intense, because it is. This is a past life connection that you've had with this individual. You may have been married. You may have been engaged in a past life or married in a past life. And that's what I meant when I said you're married. You may have been married. Could have been in a past life. You could have been engaged. You could have been betrothed. You could have simply had a long-term committed affair. Whatever it was in a past life, and you are most likely either twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners. Maybe a bit more, but the thing is that those are the top 3 that I've seen that are very strong when it comes to emotions and connections in terms of the spiritual connection. But this is a really strong feeling that's coming through, and it's difficult to let go of this type of person. I'm getting the word obsession. Some of you are obsessing, or maybe this person's obsessing. Keep in mind some of these cards might be vice versa as well. So that is normal. That's possible because it's a past life connection. I wanted to mention on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. Some of you who don't know, and some of you who are new, I have 2 videos there. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. The other is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. I recommend, at least for this reading that we're seeing here, that you have a look at those 2 particular videos, because it'll explain to you a lot the reason why you feel the way that you do. And even for the cross-watcher, it may just be this is why you're feeling the way that you are. And it is common to have this amazing like chemistry, and then all of a sudden, boom, things just change overnight, just like that. You don't even know when things change. But physically things change on the outside, but on the inside, everything just remains the same. It's just the actions are very different from what the intentions really are. So somebody may be pretending like they want to keep their distance from you, however, they're madly in love. That is usually the case. Okay. I'm going to have a look let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So this is any type of problem that may have occurred in the first place, right in the beginning when things started to kind of go downhill in this connection. Some of you may be aware of this. Some of you might not be aware as to, you know, why didn't this connection work out? What caused the problem? So for some of you, you may know this. Some of you may not. This is not all of the reasons, but this is at least 2 or 3 reasons. All right, so I do read this spread in the reverse. Okay. So in the beginning, I may be breathing heavy, guys, because I had bronchitis a while ago, and I'm still getting over this flu and this cold, so my breathing is a bit heavy. You may hear me breathe. Not usually. I don't usually breathe like this. We have here how this card talks about waiting and successful endeavors and planning. Now, the thing is that there was the feeling of the ability of wanting to transform the goals that one had into realistic action. But at some point in time in this connection, Pisces, what happened was that the ambitious plans that were created, that were being formed, they may not have been grounded in reality. They may not have been so practical. So it's easy for people to make plans. That's fine. You can talk all you want, but are they actually practical? Are they actually real? And that's the whole issue. People can talk as much as they want, but it's true. It's really true when they say actions speak louder than words. It really is true. And action doesn't mean, guys, that somebody calls you up like once a week. That's not an action. An action is an actual two-way street relationship where the both of you are contributing equally. And you have this give and take in the relationship. Here, there was a sense of frustrating delays, that certain things were supposed to happen, but they just didn't. I'm getting also the word lack of patience. Well, those 2 words. That's 3, lack of patience. But somebody here was kind of impatient. They didn't have the patience that was needed to do certain things. All right, so we have here also a sacrifice under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Okay, let's have a look at sacrifice. Okay, this is a pretty big deal. Interesting. I just talked about impatience, and one of the key words here is patience. So there should have been patience, but somebody was actually impatient. Here we have being caught between worlds. A short-term sacrifice that is needed to reach a long-term awaited goal. Taking care of another's needs and not really putting your interests first. That is what was happening in the beginning with this person. They started putting your needs first, and they were thinking that no, it should be their needs. Things started to change. Priorities started to change. They wanted to gain compassion from difficult experiences that they were going through with you. But what happened was that they started to feel unable to make the sacrifice that a situation required. And this started to create difficulties for themselves as well as for you. So this is something that's happened where, yes, there was a sense of impatience. Yes, there was a sense of not being able to plan realistically or practically. But in addition to that, either somebody is in this person's life, some family, society, or this person has a different way of thought, their beliefs, their customs. Either way, what's mentioned here is that they are not willing to let go of something else in order to be with you. Now that is a problem. Sometimes people can't. Sometimes this can also be a third-party situation. For a small portion of you, this might just 18% of you, I'm getting the number 18. Some of you just literally might have this type of an issue where it is a third-party situation where your person of interest, for example, just a scenario, is not able to let go of their spouse and be with you. That is the sacrifice. Are they willing to make the sacrifice that a situation requires? In some of the cases, no. They don't want to leave their spouse simply because of a lot of assets and a lot of property-related issues and money-related issues. But then also there's the kids sometimes. Sometimes this could also be, let's say you guys really want to start a life together, but one person is working very, very far. They're not willing to sacrifice their job and to transfer to another region simply because you want to live in that particular region. So that's what this card talks about, a letting go of something, wanting to let go of something, but this person, whoever this person is, they are not letting go of something. This could also be just the way of thought, the way someone believes that certain things in their life, like they may have a different way of thinking, and you do have a different way of thinking, but they're not willing to change their views in order to accommodate you. I hope I made that clear, guys. That's what I'm seeing here. That's something that happened, and that is definitely huge. That is a very difficult relationship, if that's the case, because there's no adjustment here. Nobody's accommodating anybody. Nobody's adjusting, or what do you call it, compromise. There's a lack of compromise. Oh my. All right, we have here the Beginner's Tarot deck. Let's have a look. Queen of Swords. This is any type of action, any intention that this individual has towards you, that they may take, any plans, any actions, any intentions. Okay. It's slightly, well, it's bittersweet, but it has a good intention and ending here, which is really good. Two of Cups. So we have here the Queen of Swords. First of all, this person does feel that you are very unapproachable. They are afraid to approach you. They feel that you are, and that you have turned into somebody who's very cold-hearted, somebody who doesn't want to be in a connection with this person. They feel that it's very difficult to communicate with you because your level and their level is completely different now. They think that you're crap, basically. Like, this is what this person feels. Not that you're crap. I didn't mean to say that. No, what I'm trying to say is that this person feels like crap. They feel very bad. They feel very upset. They feel very jaded, very hurt, a cold-hearted, bitch. Somebody who's been there, done that, and who's experienced a lot of nonsense. This is the type of image that this person has now. It could be that this person is not like this on the inside. They could be a wonderful, soft individual, wanting to love and wanting to care. But through what happened, because of what happened, there is this realization that so much bad and so much misuse, so much advantage and taken for granted was happening in this connection, that this person really did start to keep their distance. And this is, from their point of view, this is what they think that you are doing. They think they've hurt you so much that you've turned into somebody who just doesn't want to talk to them anymore. And because of this, they feel intimidated and they feel burdened. And then the next card's Ten of Wands. This entire kind of situation that they put you through, it makes them feel very overwhelmed. And they want to be in a connection with you where the both of you can work things out together. However, in addition to you, they have a ton of other problems, responsibilities, burdens, restrictions. Right now, it is impossible for them to add on to the responsibilities and the burdens that they have. They find it very difficult. They're not finding it easy. For this reason, they keep their distance for now, because even if they were to be in your life, they will not be in your life the way that you want them to, because they themselves don't have the time, energy, or effort that they can put into the connection. And this is exactly why they keep their distance for now, because they're overwhelmed with other problems. However, down the road, I do see here the Page of Pentacles. This individual will be making a small gesture, a small offer, and the offer is basically, would you like to go out with me? I think you're really good looking. This person has a crush on you also based on the way you look. Just be a little careful, looks aren't everything. We have here Queen of Wands. This goes very well with the Queen of Wands because this person does find you to be absolutely irresistible. Very charming, very beautiful, gorgeous, sexy. It's irresistible. This person can't resist you. And when they do reach out, you know, they have a sense of responsibility now. However, just keep in mind that this is a page. This is somebody who's very shy, very quiet, not so confident right now. But do they have good intentions? Do they want you? Yeah, they do. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have here Two of Cups. Very nice card. So this person feels that the both of you do have some type of a spiritual connection. They may feel that you're soulmates. And if you want to know more about soulmates, I do have on my other channel the definition. What and who is a soulmate? Asnointia Audio is the name of the other channel. So this person feels this type of connection with you, this past life connection. And they want to have this reunion with you. They want to have this, it's truce. I'm getting the word truce. They want to have friendship and union. And they want to exchange love. There's going to be a sense of forgiveness as well. There's a desire here to work out all of the differences, the good and the bad. So in the end, this person's intentions are very genuine. It is the Two of Cups. It's very much related to emotions, which is great. So we do have an attraction here, which is physical, but we also have a wonderful feeling of two people wanting to come together. This person wants to basically ask you out on a date or have a reunion with you or take you out somewhere. They just want to be with you. And it's a really good card to have. It's very beautiful. It's very positive. Now, do I see them taking any action? I do, definitely. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this connection. Okay. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. So first card, the strongest we have here, listen to your intuition, followed by not the right time. Then we have reconsider. Then we have big happy changes, which is really good. After after abundance, we have here, get more information. We have the situation will improve. That's really good because that does go well with big happy changes. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme is recovery. Oh boy. All right. In regards to this situation, the angels here are saying, and these are archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, they're saying to listen to your intuition. Listening to your intuition is listening to your higher self. Sometimes when you have that conversation with yourself, you know what's actually right because you have this instinct, this gut feeling. So definitely pay attention to your intuition. They are saying whatever it is that you desire right now, you may not want to hear this, but it's not the right time. And this is just the way it works. It's not the right time. They want you to reconsider what it is that you're thinking or whatever you're going to do, whatever you're going to say, any type of actions you're going to take. Reconsider it. Think about it twice before you actually make a move. Eventually, they're saying there is going to be big, happy changes, which is great. There's going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. There's going to be abundance. In the meantime, what they'd also like you to do is get more information. Now, this could mean a few things. Get more information about the person or the situation that they're in. Start communicating a bit more. And if you're not in communication, if you're just not really talking right now, information could also be pieces of information that you just don't know that you should be applying to in life. Like if somebody talks in a certain way, how are you supposed to react? How do you bring your ideas to the table so that the other person doesn't feel offended? There's certain things that you can learn. I've seen that online resources are the best too. YouTube is really good. There's a lot of information out there where communicating is a huge thing. So there's something here about the connection. It could be anything. It could be family interference, could be a third-party situation. But there's a reason why this person is behaving the way that they are. And for that reason, you need to get more information. So it'll make more sense to you. Right now, there's a lack of clarity. And once you get that, the next card is the situation will improve. Mentally, spiritually, physically, you will start to feel better. Right now, the overall arching theme that umbrellas all of these cards is recovery. This is like a highlighted card right now. This means that some of you, not all of you, have been through a lot. And you have felt and experienced a lot of pain, suffering, sorrow. I'm getting the word stress, anxiety, depression. Terrible. I'm also getting the word torture. Hope to God not. Some of you have been living like in a living hell. So whatever this was, it's taken a toll, not only on your body, but on your body, mind, and spirit. Sometimes even affecting your soul, which is soul trauma. So I would definitely recommend here to become more in tune with your higher self. This could be prayer, meditation. I also have something called a chakra checkup, which I would recommend for people that are going through something like this. It basically gets rid of negative energies from your home dwelling, wherever you're living, and around your aura, and from inside of your body. Those negative energies are sometimes caused by ourselves, but also through other people. And they bring us down, they make us sick, physically sick. So the ones that are in your chakra centers, they are associated with your bodily functions. So if you're actually able to get rid of them from your chakra centers, your bodily functions start to get back on track. Usually that's the case. That's the way chakras work. My system is a little different. The principles are the same, but my methods are a little different. But if some of you really do want to, have this renewed feeling, this kind of a reboot in your life, I would definitely recommend that. And if others of you are just wanting to get rid of negative energies, I have something called the Holy Light Package. You can just purchase that as well. That's a self-help guide. Pisces. It seems like in this message, there's a lot of thought that's being put into it. So just think about what it is. Listen to your intuition. Reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do. And get more information before you take any steps further. The only reason get more information comes out is because it means that there's a lack of information in your life that you have. There's something in your life that you need to know. And everybody has a different scenario. It's not one message for everybody. It's a different message for everybody else. Everybody has their own type of pieces of information that they'll need in order to reconsider and in order to make the right choices, to have that abundance, to make the situation improve, and to have that happiness. However, health is wealth and happiness, so take care of yourselves first too. That is the most important thing. And by taking care of yourself, it's your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. 4 items right there. It's not just the physical. It's not just about eating healthy and running outside and jogging. Nope. You can do that as much as you want. But if you're mentally stressed, and if you're spiritually just broken, if there's no faith, there's no aim in life, what's the use of all that exercise? Every part of you equals the whole of you. And there's those 4 different parts that you need to look into. So I would recommend here to take care of yourself, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And that is very important. That will make you a healthy person. And it'll radiate a lot of positive energy, and you will be attracting a lot of positive people. Pisces, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this resonated. And just to let you know, I am still doing past life readings. I still have those open, as well as love readings, which are written report readings. So if you're interested, definitely go to my website, www.asnointia.com. And have a look at the description first before you place the order. If it's something you really are looking forward to, if that's what you're looking for, then that's the type of reading for you. All right, Pisces. You all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys again. Bye now.